Oof, child. I'm sweating. It's hot out here. So I'm just coming from vacation, and on my way back at the airport, I saw this story about this young man, Nolan, who was unalived, who was found unalive. His body was found unalive on a private island. Now, I wanted to take a few days before I actually talked about this case because I wanted to see if I could get all the information. First, I want to say my condolences to the family. I totally understand the fact that as a fellow survivor, that once someone loses someone that they love very dearly through a tragedy, that we want answers. We want to know what happened, how it happened, and we want to know the truth. Unfortunately, this incident happened in Mississippi, which happened to be a state in which race has often been involved in incident when it comes to black and brown people. So there's a lot of people that is highly upset and they want answers. I know that the family did hire a civil rights attorney, Benjamin Plum. They also have Reverend Al Sharpton involved in the case. And I totally understand the parents wanting transparency and to figure out what the heck happened. That's what they want. And I think that they have a right to seek it and ask it and to pursue it. With that said, again, I didn't really want to talk about the case, and I wanted to hear more. But one reason why I'm talking about the case is that I see a lot of the YT people in Mississippi, people who knew him, are coming out and doing what TMZ stories and publications to talk about what happened. You're talking about, and then you're talking about a coach from his high school coming out and saying, oh, it's not an ace thing. Everyone is threatening the friends, and it's not fair. My opinion on this is just stop. Stop talking. What are you guys doing? When Kamala Anthony family did a press conference, they were dragged. They were dragged by people. Talk about the audacity of them doing a press conference. How dare they? In fact, some people commented that the reason why Kamala Anthony received the sentence that he did and the extensive sentence is because of the press conference. So now you think that now it's okay for these alleged friends to come out and give their statements, their justification. Well, to a lot of us that look like privilege, that look like YT privilege, that look like white privilege. Everybody needs to stop talking. Let the investigation happen. By you talking to the community, all you're doing is pissing us off. And let me tell you why. As black and brown folks, we tell our kids, if you go with a group, you come back with a group. That's the thing. That actually happens, right? Now, mind you, it's possible that Nolan did want to stop to talk to a friend, a girl, and the friends were allowing him to do so. Okay, fine. But the thing is, the girl said that Nolan said that he was leaving to go back to the boat with his friends. So, who's lying? Right? So that's a discrepancy. Also, his phone. You guys had his phone. Now, a lot of people are saying, hey, the reason why he didn't have his phone, and we all know teenagers have their phone, and there's a lot of photos. There's a lot of photos they take, but they said, the reason why he didn't have his phone is because of the fact that they were going on salt water and not regular water, so they left the phone on the boat. So if that's the case, then why didn't the phone stay on the boat? Why would the friend take the phones and the phone is carried, the family was able to track the phone carried around with the friend? Why is that? Why didn't you turn in the phone, give the phone to the parent, or leave the phone on the boat? Why hold the phone? And the parents had to reach out and say, give me his phone. Again, another incident, another concern, right? So that's another thing that people are concerned about. Like, why did that happen, right? Okay, then we have the fact that one of the friends had the car, and the father had to track down the friend to get the key to the car, and the friend denied having the key to the car. Okay, that's another issue. Now, it's possible that all of these issues have an explanation, right? It's possible. But let them investigate and find out what the hell is happening. Because at the end of the day, you guys left your friend on a deserted island by himself. That's at the end of the day. Most of us would not do that. Again, when I was a kid and I hung out with my friends, at the time we didn't have social media, we had phones, we did have texts and stuff like that. We would leave each other messages. If one of our friends wanted to go with a guy, we knew where they were going, how they're going, right? We knew what time they were coming back. We had information, but we never would leave our friend alone at a club, at a party, and never on a deserted island by their damn selves. Everything just seemed really shady, really questionable. At the very least, if it was not an intentional, unalivement, there could be some negligence involved. And there could be some cover-up. Why would the parents say that there were texts deleted from his phone? But you are all coming out talking about how, we feel scared for our safety. People making it a ace thing, like you guys don't know where we live in the current environment we in. And you have a parent who's a judge who made a full statement on behalf of her son and she wasn't even there. A high school coach talking about we all love them, it's not an ace thing. Be quiet. Stop talking. We're not listening. It just feel like you're using your white privilege to tell black folks what you think we should do. And the nerve to be telling a parent, they should grieve, but they shouldn't make it more than it is. What are we talking about here? It's ridiculous. Let the case be investigated. Let the parents get their answer. I think they deserve it. Again, I give my condolences to the parents. I wish or hope that if there's injustice that was done, that they get justice. I hope Nolan get justice. And I hope that he rests in peace.